Hey, what is up, barbecue fanatics and addicts? This is James with Live Fire Q. So I wanted to give you guys my review on this new Chargriller Grand Champ XD series. Um, I bought this about a couple weeks ago at Home Depot. I think I paid $4.99 for it, and my first thoughts is, man, this is a really good smoker. I'll talk about some of the modifications that I did to the smoker, to my, the way I like to cook. Right now I currently have a brisket on. I started at about 2 o'clock in the morning. It's about 179 internal. Don't pay much attention to that 380. It's the thermometer's kind of in a bad spot right now, but I mean, the one I really go by is this guy here. So I'm sitting about 280-ish. I bumped up the temps just to get past the stall, and then while it's wrapped in butcher paper right now. So yeah, so this is it. So let's talk about some of the features that's on it. So one thing I liked about this is the smokestack. I mean, this is a really big smokestack. It's a 5-inch diameter, which, you get really good draw going through there. That's one of the things I liked about it, and the thing I like about it also is that the smokestack is at great level. It's not up here high, it's not in the back, it's at great level. So you have even kind of like that convection that everybody talks about. So this does come with its own thermometer, and it gives you options. So you can either mount it here, or you can mount it here. And see, I didn't use the port that they give you. It's just a bolt, and you thread in the thermometer. I didn't use it because I didn't like the location. I thought it was too close, so I kind of moved it over to the side and I drilled my own hole. Did the same thing on this side. Drilled my own hole. And up here, what I did is these tilt-throughs come with a 1/2-inch, I think it's pipe thread. So what I did is I pulled the bolt out that was in there, I drilled it out, and I re-tapped it, so now this one just screws in. I have one up here. A lot of people don't put one up there. I do, because this grill does come with a second rack. And sometimes, if I'm cooking up here, I like to know what the temp is up here. Obviously, it's going to be a lot hotter up here because the heat rises. So right now it's sitting about, what is that? About 330. And obviously closer to the firebox, it's about 300. This is the one I really go by. This is my primary. This one here is just kind of a peace of mind, know where I'm at. But yeah, this is it. Another thing I did was, so this does come with a gasket already. But even with the gasket, it still leaked a little bit. It was leaking a lot up here. It's kind of leaking up here, and this is with the gasket that it comes with. So I just got the lava lock, and I had my own gasket. And there's no leaks at all. Same thing with the firebox. I added my own gasket. It comes with one. It leaked a little bit. Now there's no leaks. Let me take a what's going on in the firebox. So there's the firebox right there. It does come with this little fire basket. I did modify it. I actually cut out this section here, and the reason I did that is because I like to look at the fire. I usually cook with the door wide open. I never choke the fire because I like to grab and move these around to add new splits or new logs. So that's why I want to have this, and if this basket has, is blocking that, so I just cut it out with a grinder. Now I can reach in and add more fuel as needed. So that's, I like that. So let's talk about the way I cook. I like cooking with that firebox wide open. In the instructions it tells you, you know, if you want to get 225, 250, you know, you close the door. It tells you to close the door just like that. Mess with the damper. I don't do that. Cook with this wide open. Smokestack, wide open. And the wood that I'm using, they're about this size here. So this here is an appropriate size for this smoker. With one of these, you know, it gets the heat up to temp. Usually I start with a basket of lump charcoal just to get a nice coal bed going, and I throw one of these guys on, and this pit on this side here, which is the side that I cook on this side, will be up to 250, no problem, and it will stay at 250 with just one of those logs. So I manage my fire with how much fuel I add. So another thing I did, yeah. Yeah, it will. That's my neighbor. I always give them barbecue. They love it. So another thing I did was I added a probe here. So I drilled a hole there and added the port there. It doesn't come with one. I don't like pinching my cord with the lid. So I just drilled a hole there and added that. A lot of drilling. And everybody, I know you're gonna say, wow, man, you drilled two. You know what? I'm handy. It doesn't scare me to drill into a new grill or to anything that I want to modify, because I know how to do it. I've done it before. You know, if you don't feel like doing it, or if you're not comfortable doing it, then, you know, just use the ports that is given to you. And last but not least, I did change the tires or the wheels. So it does come with metal wheels, and I found that I don't know, it just, to me, for some reason it felt like it was a little harder to move. So what I did is I went to Home Depot, and I think I paid 18 bucks for both of these wheels here. They're like to a wheelbarrow, or you can use them for a dolly. You can add air in them. And yeah, I just took the old ones off, put these ones on. I used the same pin to hold the wheel in place, both sides, and you know, these wheels are a lot better, and it moves it, because this thing's pretty heavy, guys. This thing's about 250 pounds, and you know, when you move it around, you have wheels like this, it just makes it a lot easier. And you can see my wood there. I mean, I was pretty higher than that. I've been burning fuel all night. But yeah, this is the new Chargriller XD Grand Champ. Let me know what you think.